Welcome back to your weekly dose of Happy Pill. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And hey, if you learned something new or something on this episode resonated with you, why not share it with your friends on social media? Your support means the world to me and helps me reach even more listeners. So if you do that, I would really appreciate it. So today, I'm so excited to talk to you about the power of inspiration. But let me ask you this. When you think about inspiration, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? For me, when I hear the word inspiration, I think of it as, the ability to change our lives. The ability for us to obtain great things in our lives. So today I'm here to remind you of how strong inspiration can be and why it's so important to believe in its power. Because it's like a fire inside of us, just waiting to be lit. When we let ourselves be inspired, it can make a big difference. It can bring new ideas, it can motivate us, it can make us passionate about the things that we do or to do things in a better way. It's like a guiding light almost that shows us how much we can achieve. So, like, think about those moments when you saw people, doing good things to others, when you heard stories of people that are overcoming challenges in their lives, or maybe you have connected with people who are really passionate about what they do. If you think about those moments, don't those moments excite you? When you start feeling like you want to do better and you want to make a difference too just by those observations. That is the power of inspiration. That's what it does to us. It makes us dream big. It makes us aim higher. It makes us want to achieve more. But don't just take my word for it. Try to look back at your experiences, your own experiences, and think about when you were inspired. Remember the hard times in your lives when you had stepped out of your comfort zone and you actually ended up accomplishing something that's amazing that you thought you were never capable of doing. I bet you that deep down, inspiration had played a big role in pushing you forward to do those great things, during those challenging times. All you need to do is to fully embrace that power. Just believe that it can change your life. With the world we're in today, we have a lot of resources. There's a lot of places where you can look into things that you can actually get inspired of. You can start reading books, you can watch, movies based on true stories, like stories of people that have defied the odds and are very successful now, or maybe you can connect with the people who share your interests, because these people serves as inspirations, the things that they have went through in their lives. Everybody has a story of, they started from the bottom and they worked their way up. I mean, of course, there are other people that were born with, like a silver spoon, but not everybody that's successful, started like that. So look around you. There's definitely a lot of places where you can get all of these resources of inspiration. Just like how my husband is an inspiration to a lot of our neighbors in so many ways. Like a few weeks ago, there's this neglected area near our neighborhood entrance with, tall grass and weeds, and no one wanted to take care of it. So it just kept growing messy. And from what I know, the apartment complexes and the homeowners in our neighborhood, they're pointing fingers on who's supposed to take care of that entrance in our neighborhood. So, anyway, just last week, or a few weeks ago rather, my husband decided to do something about it because, he got tired of waiting for people to take action, to clean that mess. So even though it was really hot outside, I mean, it's summertime here in Texas. So it's like scorching hot. So anyway, he took his lawnmower and started cleaning up the place. And guess what happened next? It's really amazing because like one of our neighbors saw him and he decided to go help him out. So he took his weed eater and he went there to help him out. Then another neighbor passed by and offered to bring her husband to join in. So, it's just really amazing because, together they all started working hard and they made the entrance really look and nice. I mean, I know my husband's very involved in our neighborhood. Like a lot of times he would go around taking the kids out with him, especially when they're out of school. They would go around picking up trash. And I didn't know this. I only found out when some of our neighbors mentioned it to me. So now, as a family, we make it a regular thing to clean up trash around our neighborhood. And we noticed that some of our neighbors started doing the same thing too. So, the lesson here that I can tell you is one person's action can inspire others. Just like my husband didn't wait for someone else to fix the problem. Like he took charge and set an example for others to follow. I mean, yes, it's a small thing, it's a small sacrifice on his part, just cutting the grass. But what he did there was he started a chain reaction of teamwork. So think about how you can be an inspiration in your own life. Maybe there's a project at school or home that needs attention, or at your workplace, or maybe a friend who could use your help. I mean, you don't need to do something big, just doing something small but inspiring. These things can make a huge difference. And remember that taking the first step, and showing that you're responsible, this can have a lasting influence. You have the power to inspire others with the things that you do, regardless if you think that these are just small things. So I will give you 3 questions that you can ask yourself and be an inspiration to. Okay? So the first question is this. Ask yourself this. What small thing can you do today to make things around you better? Again, that's what small thing can you do today to make things around you better? There's a lot of ways that you can do this. It can be as easy as smiling at someone that you don't know. Maybe that little smile from you can brighten their day. They could have been having a really bad day and maybe they're so down. Or maybe if you're a musician, maybe you can help others feel more positive and encouraged, by using your musical talents. What can you do? Maybe you can perform at local events. Maybe you can share your music online. Or maybe you can offer to teach someone to play an instrument. Maybe the instrument that you're playing. Because you can use your music to bring smiles and this can comfort other people. I mean, we all know when we listen to music, it's very comforting. And then, number 2 question, ask yourself this. How can you show others the way by doing positive things yourself? Because, by being kind, by being responsible, by taking action, you can encourage others to do the same. Because the things that you do, remember that this can be a powerful example that can inspire others to make a difference too. And then the third question is, how can you share stories that inspire and uplift others? When you share stories that have touched their hearts, this can motivate people and they can do the same thing. And where do you share the story, or how do you share the story? You can go on social media, or you can just text a friend, call a friend. What this does is it can create a chain of inspiration. Just like how one girl from my workplace started talking about her fitness journey and sharing all of the hacks that she's learning from her coach. And everybody started noticing the changes that she was making, like with her discipline in her diet, going to the gym consistently, hydrating. That had actually made a lot of my coworkers do the same thing. So, like, right now, there's a lot of them that are doing what she did. And when I ask them what made them do that same thing, they always say that it's because they were inspired by, that coworker of ours. So even my daughter got inspired by what she's doing. So now she's working out too, which is really great. So I need you to understand that your words and what you do, it can make a difference and change things in a very positive way. So today, I challenge you to try to inspire other people with maybe a simple gesture at home, maybe at work, or any place that you go to, maybe even virtually if you are living alone and you don't have plans on going out today. It could be sending, like a nice message, or catching up with your old friend that you have not talked to in a while, maybe doing a fun project, or just smiling at someone that you don't know. So promise yourself to do this soon. I would say within the next 2 days, and tell others what you did. Go on your social media, post something that's inspiring, or talk to your friends and tell them about what you're doing. That way, that can inspire them to do something good too. Okay? So remember that you have the power to make a difference in your own unique way. That's what I got for you for today. God bless you in all that you do.